This Twitch shake is made with 0 plugins. No Twitch plugin, no S-Shake. Let me show you how to make it. Before we make our Twitch shake, first open up your composition settings by pressing Ctrl K or right clicking on your composition and click on composition settings. In composition settings, go to the advanced tab and edit the shutter angle and set the shutter angle to a number between 300 and 500. We're doing this so that the blurred lines will appear in our Twitch shake. First, copy the expression in the Google Doc linked below. Select your first clip and open up the toggles until you see position. Right click on position and click edit expression. Select the pre-filled text and Ctrl V to paste. Next, go to effects and controls. If you don't see effects and controls, you go to window and look down until you see effects and controls and make sure that is enabled. Next, go to effects and presets. If you don't see this panel, you go to window and make sure effects and presets is checked. In effects and presets, type slider control. Select your first clip and double click on slider controls to apply the effect. Next, in our effects controls panel, right click on slider controls and press duplicate. Repeat this process until you have 3 slider controls. After that, right click on slider control and press rename to rename it. Rename the slider controls like the way I've shown here. After that, go to your expression box, scroll all the way down until you see the pre-filled values for amplitude, frequency, and decay, and erase the pre-filled values and connect amplitude, frequency, and decay with their respective slider controls by using the pick whip. This is what your screen should look like after you've done the process. Go to your effects controls panel and set the slider control values like I've shown here. This will be the starter values for our base Twitch shake. Here I'll zoom in on my timeline by pressing the plus key. And to move horizontally on a timeline, you hold shift and move your middle mouse scroll wheel. Here we'll actually make our Twitch shake. Go to the beginning of your first clip and click on the stopwatch next to position. Go keyframe forward with Ctrl right and place a keyframe there. Move keyframe back with Ctrl left, and this keyframe will actually be editing the position. Here you can decide on the direction of your Twitch shake. Here I'll make my Twitch shake go to the top right. If you don't see the layer controls, you can go to window and make sure show layer controls is enabled. To get rid of the black edges, go to effects and presets and type in motion tile and apply it to your first clip. Go to effects controls and apply these settings for motion tile. After that, make sure to enable motion blur. If you want to change how your Twitch shake looks, you can first change the direction of your Twitch shake by going to your first keyframe and playing around with the position sliders. Here, I can turn my Twitch shake into a horizontal Twitch shake. Next, I can turn my Twitch shake into a vertical Twitch shake. You can also change your Twitch shake by playing around with the position, amplitude, frequency, and decay slider values. I have a visual on the top right that shows what each property does. My only advice is just play around with the slider values, adjust them by little amounts until you get a Twitch shake that you're happy with. You can also change where the Twitch shakes are placed in your clip. Let's say I want to have a Twitch shake in the middle of a clip. So I first select the first 2 keyframes and press Ctrl C to copy. I place my playhead in the middle of the clip, and then I make sure my layer is selected. Now you don't have to select the position property itself, but you can select the layer by itself, and then you can press Ctrl V to paste the keyframes. To show you again, I'm gonna first select my first 2 keyframes and press Ctrl C to copy them, and this time I want a Twitch shake at the end of my clip, so I'm gonna place my playhead near the end of my clip, select my first layer, and press Ctrl V to paste. Now to make your twitch shake on another clip, you want to first select your first layer, hold shift and select all the properties, and then press Ctrl C to copy them. Select your second clip and press Ctrl V to paste. Now copy paste your expression from your first clip to the position property of the second clip. Now you don't need to use the piglet in this step because the slider controls are already linked for you. Now to make our first twitch shake on our second clip, you want to add 2 keyframes at the beginning of the clip, and we're going to edit the position on our first keyframe. Now I'm going to make my twitch shake go to the bottom right, but you can make your twitch shake any direction you want. Now I'm going to select my first 2 keyframes and press Ctrl C to copy them, and now I'm going to paste them at the end of my clip. So I place my play at the end of my clip, I have my layer selected and press Ctrl V to paste. I press B to clip a certain portion of my time to loop over, and here is what our second clip with twitch shakes looks like. I zoom out my timeline, place my play at start, press B, and this is what our twitch shakes look like for our 2 clips. To reuse the twitch shake we made, we are going to make a preset. Go down to your first clip and open up the toggles until you see position. We want to remove the last 2 keyframes because we only want to export the first 2 keyframes. Select those first 2 keyframes, open up the effects dropdown, hold shift and select all the properties. You need to select the properties through the dropdown, not through the effects controls panel, or else the expression will not be copied. Go down to animation and press save animation preset. Now name this file wherever you want. To apply our preset, I have this new clip I want to apply our preset to. Select the clip you want to apply the preset to, go to effects presets, open up animation presets, scroll all the way down until you see user presets, and double click on the shake that you just created. Now the slider properties have been pasted. Now if you go check on the transform and position, you see that the first 2 keyframes are already there and the expression is already set up for you. Now make sure you have motion blur enabled. Now you can edit the shake like all the ways I previously described, and you can also copy paste those keyframes onto anywhere else in your clip. This is what my twitch shakes look like on my new clip. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.